Hi, and welcome to Terribly Fun Films. We are back with a proper nerd show and tell. I know. Non-movie items first. We have the Spider-Man Homecoming Funko Pop of the homemade suit. I do really like this one. The eyes look worn and sewed on. It's really cool. I love Spider-Man Homecoming, for the record. Loved it. Speaking of Spider-Man, coincidentally enough, we have the odd romantic book, The Night Gwen Stacy Died. I don't think this is actually about the characters in the Spider-Man universe, but I haven't read it yet, so I might be wrong. It sounded interesting and very cute, so I got it. Then we have the game Star Flux. I own a lot of the Fluxes, not all of them, but I would say a majority of them. I did not own this one, which is weird. I was looking for something easy and quick to pack for waiting in line for Dragon Con. So I got Star Flux, which wound up being weird to find. It's on Amazon looking at stuff. They had a copy for $14.99, which is roughly the same price you'll pay for a Flux anywhere else. Then I went online looking for it and had a much harder time to find it for that same price because a lot of people were selling it for double, triple, or even in some cases much higher than that prices. I thought that was really weird. And no, I didn't get Star Flux confused with Martian Flux, which is out of print and routinely goes for over $60. So I don't know if this is about to go out of print or if people are just misconstruing that one for this one and trying to sell it at an inflated price. Either way, I got it for the average Flux price. Now we have the Dragon Con pile, one non-movie and then movies in alphabetical order. The non-movie is Voltaire's Almost Human CD. This is the CD with his song God Thanks, which I really love. I listened to it in its entirety once, and it's pretty good. Don't know all the songs yet, so don't ask me for a favorite. But I do like it. I like Voltaire. He's funny. He's a good singer. So if you don't know him, check him out. The first season of the web show Con Man, created and written by Alan Tudyk, who you see there, cover, with major parts for Nathan Fillion, Felicia Day, and Casper Van Dien as literally every single bartender in every single bar in every hotel they go to for the various conventions that they're at. It's hilarious, it's amazing, and it makes me feel really bad about wanting to ask all these celebrities at Dragon Con for their autograph. But not bad enough to not do it, because I don't know shade and I've never claimed to. Now we have the very odd, very entertaining, half great, half terrible movie Dragon Blade, starring Adrian Brody, Jackie Chan, and John Cusack, who's going to be at Dragon Con. So yeah, I was able to get this for real cheap, and I thought it'd be fun to bring more of a B-movie thing, because I remember hearing not so great things about the film when it came out, and it's good. It could have been better. It also could have easily fallen on its face way more than it does. It's gorgeous though. A lot of real pretty epic shots are in the film, so if you're going to watch it, try to find an HD copy to stream or buy it on Blu-ray or whatever. Next, we have Grosse Point Blank, also with John Cusack, and before you start going, oh my god, how did you not own this movie? I did for a while, then it was supposed to come out on a 15th anniversary Blu-ray, which never really got released, I think. Like, I know I can find it for like $40 now, but I'm not paying that. And I didn't see anything that had special features about it, so I don't know if it has anything outside just being on Blu-ray, which this movie is good. I don't know if it's needs to be on Blu-ray in terms of how it's shot and that kind of thing. But it is a really funny, really fun film. Next, we have the Sci-Fi Channel movie House of Bones with Corin Nemec and Charisma Carpenter, who's gonna be at DragonCon, and I have seen this and love it. I love it. I love this movie to death. We have the Blu-ray for the Sci-Fi Channel film Merlin and the Book of Beasts. Metal Hurlant Chronicles is the live-action series based on the heavy metal anthology comics. You heard me right. Live-action heavy metal is basically what this is. And it stars the likes of Jonathan Rhys-Davies and Joe Flanagan, who will be at DragonCon. So now we have the Kevin Sorbo and Christopher Judge starring film Paradox, based on the comic series of the same name. And this film's remarkable and awesome. Both Kevin Sorbo and Christopher Judge are going to be at DragonCon, so I will have them both sign this. I love this movie. I loved it so much. Finally, for the DragonCon objects, we have the movie Reaper, which I think is a slasher film, supernatural slasher, I think, with Christopher Judge. Now we have Blu-rays in alphabetical order. The absurd sounding Accidental Exorcist. Now we have a movie based on a Nicholas Sparks book, Dear John, with Channing Tatum and Amanda Seyfried, which is probably definitely one of the reasons this movie still works. Before you ask, let me answer your question. No, I don't know why it took me so long to get this movie on Blu-ray. But Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, bitches! Now we come to a Studio Ghibli movie I didn't own, which I think I only don't own like 2 of them now that have been officially released here in the States. Pom Poko! We have the Van Damme actioner Pound of Flesh, which is probably what you can figure out based on the title. They illegally take Van Damme's organs, he wants them back, he kicks a lot of ass. Best Buy had this movie for sale on Blu-ray for $4.99, which is awesome. I didn't love it as much as literally everybody else I know, but I thought it was funny and enjoyable and definitely worth $5. And that movie is The World's End, the final film in the Cornetta trilogy. Finally, on Blu-ray, we have Irwin Allen's Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. I really do love old disaster sci-fi epics like this. The special effects look like models. The camera work is a bit clunky at times, but there's something so earnest about a production like this that just makes it infectious and joyous to watch. And now we have DVDs, again, in alphabetical order. First up is the 4 Sci-Fi Thrillers Global Invasion Pack with Stranglehold, Solitary, Another Kind, and Remnants. We have the 4-pack Action Adventure Movie Marathon with I Escaped from Devil's Island, The Final Option, Shake Hands with the Devil, and Treasure of the 4 Crowns. Now we come to another movie I'll be reviewing fairly soon, and it is the second best straight-to-DVD film I've seen all year, and a fucking masterpiece. And that is Alien Arrival, aka Arrowhead, which is the much better title. I don't know why the marketing people changed this. I got to talk to the director of the film, Jesse O'Brien. He's very nice. Appreciate all the comments I had to say about the film. And he let me know that he did not have a say in them changing the title to Alien Arrival, but he's super happy just to be getting a release in North America whatsoever. So he's okay with it if that's what they do. Now we have the fantasy film Arthur and Merlin. I have seen this. I'll be reviewing it. I'm not totally sure when, but it's good fun. Next is a George Romero movie, which is sad. I happened to go to Mr. K's a day or two after he died. And I happened to see this film of his I didn't own. And I picked it up from there. And that film is Bruiser. It is one of my new favorite films by him. This film's fucking amazing. And we have the Trace Ballou and Frank Conniff film, The Frank. Yeah, it's from the Mad Scientists of Mystery Science Theater. It's called The Frank. Should be pretty damn good. Next is a horror film. Interesting title, a crazy cast, and one hell of a director that I haven't seen. But take all those things into consideration and color me excited. A house is not a home. I know what you're thinking with that House on Haunted Hill remake cover right there. But it stars Gerald Webb, who does a lot of production side of things and acting for the Asylum, and is directed by Christopher Ray, aka Christopher Douglas Olin Ray, which he used to go by, and now it looks like he's just going by Chris Ray. I'm not sure why he dropped the other names, but I'm not him. He can do what he wants. This also has Richard Grieco, and I know nothing about it. This was a blind buy. I just happened to see it, and like the people I know in the cast, loved the director, so yeah. Finally, thank fucking God. Finally, I was able to get Lavalantula Region 1 copy on DVD for a price that isn't $70 damn dollars. I'm really happy. I grew up reading comics. I got engaged in an art museum. So when you combine comic creators and modern artists, I get very excited. When it's the same person making a tripped out fantasy film, I get even more excited. Astute viewers probably know what I'm talking about. Dave McKean's Luna. Haven't watched it yet. Dave McKean is behind some of the most interesting, weird, and fucked up fantasy illustrations and comics for a while. He did Mirror Mask along with Neil Gaiman, which is fantastic. So I have high hopes for this movie. Next is Jackie Chan starring in The Myth. This is a movie that takes place across a century or two. I'm not quite sure the age gap between the modern day stuff and the old-timey period stuff. I do know, as you can see on the box art, and it does involve that. And my friend Will, you've heard me mention from Silver Emulsions, recently reviewed the film and made it sound amazing. I've been thinking about getting it for a while, and then I read his review and decided to give it a shot without ever having seen it, so here it is. Those of you who've been watching my show for a while might be a little bit surprised at this and a little bit not at the exact same time. We have something that isn't a horror movie, it's not a sci-fi film, it's not a B movie in any way, shape, or form. It's a studio romantic comedy starring two big names. Only You, with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. I really like this movie. My wife's addicted to comedies, so I do try to get comedies from time to time so we can watch them. And that's all I got for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time with another Nerd Show and Tell, actually.